we're starting. All right.
So what is this? You sent me a doc?
Yeah, I try to create a shared Google Doc where I can just write down notes. We can write down what we want to talk about.
Okay.
So,
Good. Okay.
what did you want to focus on today?
Honestly, I've never even really. I mean, I didn't think about it, but
That's fine.
let's see. So there's like on the broad, like smaller things that I want to work on or focus on, or like things that are like bigger in my play that I need to work on. Like, because smaller things I can tell you, like, oh, shine grabs, I want to work on those. I want to be able to uh, wave dash out of shield, certain things. I've
Sure.
been practicing those, but
I think I
that's
think let's focus on like decision making because
decision.
execution
Okay.
you can work on without me, but well, I
Uh-huh.
can specialize in like decision making stuff. Is there like a matchup you would want to focus on?
So far I suck against floaties, so like Puff,
Okay.
Peach, Marth I'm decent at because I've had some practice against the Marth. But I don't really have too much Puff practice or Peach practice, and I'm pretty bad at those whenever I like run into them.
Okay. Why don't we do Peach versus Falco as a focus today?
Okay.
All right. Why don't we just play some games on Slippy, and then we can look at stuff to point out from there. That sound good?
Yeah, that's perfect.
Cool. All right. What is your connect code?
Dro 988.
All right. Mine is ham 973. Oh, why don't you introduce yourself? How long you've been playing Melee? Who's your main?
Okay. So my name's DroskiDro, Dro for short. What I kind of prefer everybody to call me, I guess, when in conversation, Dro. But I've been playing for about 3 years. I think this November will make 4 years.
Oh, sick.
I mean, I played the game on and off back in the day, like growing up, but never anything serious. I didn't really know about competitive stuff until recently, until when I picked it up. And I main Falco, and I secondary in Falcon.
Okay, sick.
Okay, searching now.
So you got in like right before like Slippy got big.
Yeah, like right before I was
Nice.
over there playing. I was playing on Anthers, and that's how I met a few people that way. Just asking to keep playing after they beat me a few times. And I mean, people were pretty nice on that. Oh,
I really like Peach. I like almost main her. She's so fun.
oh no, it's my phone ringing. I'll get it on it. I let a buddy borrow my fob, so I'm using my backup controller right now.
Oh, got it.
Oh my!
Nice.
Oh, I was gonna get a jump. I was trying to get jump out of that.
No, Peach's detail in that kind of hit just has like it's basically a stomp. It's like programmed the same as a stomp. So you're stuck in it for forever.
Oh my!
Yeah.
Oh,
All right, let's play one more.
okay.
Nope, that's not what I wanted.
That wasn't supposed to be a forward smash. I thought I was gonna land on the ledge or on the platform, and I was trying to fall off in back air. Just trying to go flat again. Guess I held down too long.
Ooh, nice.
God, the person that just called me on the phone is calling me on Discord now.
Oh shit.
After this, I'll send him a message.
We can pause if you need to.
No, it's good.
Okay.
Continue on.
Ooh, big ass smash. Ooh, nice, nice, nice. Okay, I think that's good enough.
Okay.
We're gonna have a problem with
Switch them back real quick.
Okay. Can you see my screen?
Yes, I can.
Okay. I'll watch the second game first.
Okay. Yeah, I felt like kind of did better at the decision stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Game 2. See, I mean, it's been called out at double jump a lot, and I don't know what to do to get my brain to stop doing the double jump.
Where did I call you out much for it?
No, I don't think you did. I kind of did it in a safe spot, but I still don't think it's good.
Well, so the thing about floaties is that they have just like really distinct strengths and weaknesses compared to fast fallers. Specifically, they're really bad at going up and down, and usually also bad at going left to right. So double jumping is frequently really safe against floaties and really unsafe against other fast fallers. So you can double jump really, really safely as Falco and not like sweat it too much. I don't think you should like decide that double jumping is a bad habit to do in neutral against floaties.
Okay. So against floaties, not so bad, but just the
Yeah, just be like present about it.
yeah. Right there, I I like that little stall I did right there.
Yeah, that's fun. I wasn't ready for it. So, something that I think is pretty important that is more relevant in Spacey versus Floaty than Spacey versus Spacey is position swapping of who's in center. So, right here, you have center on this right platform for a while, and like jump up in a way where it gives me an opportunity, and you like fade out, which gives me an opportunity to position swap, and now I'm in center. And that's not a very big deal in Spacey Dittos because both characters can rapidly zip between those two spots. But wherever Peach is, she's stuck. and if you're cornered against Peach, you're stuck as well, because Peach is like a big hit, like ball of hitboxes. So being in this position is like significantly less safe than it like might feel. So this habit of kind of nonchalantly letting Peach get back to center, I think, is a really dangerous one. If you have center stage right here, I think like Fade like drop down back air to hit her shield, and then she has to jump up to try and avoid it, or even just like jumping in place, threatening back airs, or like nair shining at her shield right here, or like drop down, double jump rising back air. All those pressure options are really strong, and they keep you in a position where Peach still has to fight back for center. You never want to give Peach center for free, which is what kind of happens here.
I gotcha. Okay. Yeah, a lot of time I don't think about center. I kind of just move in and going at it.
I think that's a perfectly viable thought process versus other really fast characters, but versus slow characters, that's what makes your character better.
I got you.
So right now I'm at the corner, and I have to like panic a little bit to try and figure out how I'm supposed to get back into stage. So I'm like not committing to anything because just everything I have is like kind of slow, and I just want to get back out, and I'm hoping you jump and I nair you.
Yeah.
And now I'm back in center, which lets me start my pressure strings again. Where instead, if I'm right here, especially without a turn up, you have no reason to like leave this kind of zone right here. But you're like all the way over here playing a whole game. I'm not sure what you're doing over here.
Kind of just.
You look like you're having a lot of fun, which I'm happy for you.
I was waiting for you to see your option. I didn't know what to do really.
Okay.
So I guess that's where decision is too. Like I don't know. Like you're there and I'm there, right? And I guess in my head I'm thinking like, okay, do something, because if I get closer to you, chances are you're gonna mess me up.
Right.
I guess that's where my mentality was at there, but
I think that whenever you're in center, the benefit of being in center is that you have space to back up after I approach you. So
you're saying threaten a little bit closer. If I have center, I can like threaten just a little bit closer, but don't go too far. Still kind of try to see what you're gonna do.
Yeah,
right?
and you're still allowed to like give up space and let me kind of dash attack a little bit for free, but just don't like always let me do it. So the make me have to think about it. That's all you have to do. You don't have to punish me for it every time. You don't have to make it a hard rule that I'm not allowed to leave the corner. Just make me think about it. Because right here, you just kind of give me the ability to leave this area for free. And now I'm like almost in center.
Okay.
Which is where lasers come into play. Lasers are really strong against floaties. Not because they build damage, not because they're like... they are fast and they do build damage. But it's because it keeps them locked down in their position. Lasers are really good for keeping someone wherever they're at. And I'm going to be, throughout this lesson, trying to convince you to want to keep me here enough to start throwing out lasers to keep me there. Does that make any sense?
No, yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Be more proactive about keeping you in the corner.
Mm-hmm.
Don't let you in. I mean, if you get in because you just outplayed it and you got in, right?
Right.
But do my best to keep you in the corner.
Yeah, and it's much harder to find a way in if I don't have room behind me to mix up timings or to like wave dash back, grab turn up, or stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it just gives me less opportunities to get in whenever I'm stuck in the corner. Yeah, and you feel the pressure when you're in the corner too. Whoa. Because twice in a row here, you're in the corner and you just roll in. And then we knock you again, and then you roll in again. You understand the panic of being in the corner, and Falco is a fast character. Falco is a lot of ways out of the corner. You can jump up here, you can full hop to top plat, you can wave dash around. Peach can't do any of that shit, so imagine how hard she's panicking when she's in the corner compared to you.
Okay. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I get it. Okay. I didn't think of it like that, yeah.
Yeah, it's people who have never played as floaties, it's kind of hard to understand what their weaknesses are. And it's this panic that you're feeling right here, but she has that all the time and less options to escape it.
Okay. Right there, that was good. waiting for the to hit my shield poke.
Yeah.
Or I think I tilted it to the right. Ready, trying to set up for a shield drop. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, but I'd preemptively started like, so whenever I'm in a position like this, I know that you're probably gonna be like panicking a little bit, but I don't know if you're gonna land like after your up B, if you're gonna land here or here or here. So my instinct is just float.
Fall straight to the platform, huh? That's another option too.
Yeah. So my instinct is always just to float towards center. So I wasn't even trying to like shield poke you, but I like reacted once I was in a shield poke position, and then I just nared. But if you see a peach under you, you can just light shield too.
Light shield. Okay.
Yeah.
1 second. Sorry. Right.
Yeah, go for it.
My daughter's asking. What's up, Mama? What am I doing? I'm busy right now. Yes. Excuse me. Hold on. Don't do that. Come on. Let's go over there. Yeah. 1 second. Sorry.
Yeah, no worries.
Huh? What? What's that? Huh? Oh, okay. Okay, sorry about that. My daughter wants to play. She was asking for a piggyback ride.
Oh, no worries. I know you got to get that done. When it's time for a piggyback ride, it's time for a piggyback ride.
Oh yeah.
I used to work in daycare too, so I really like kids. Kids are fun.
Oh yeah. Maybe one day I'm gonna take one of my daughter at least. She's older, so
Hell yeah.
we're trying to see if what she gets into, like games or something. And
Mm-hmm.
I don't think she's too much into it. Maybe my son might be more of that alley.
It was at a martial arts place too, so it was really fun to interact with martial arts kids. They're all just having a good time, learning little punches. It's great.
Okay.
All right,
So,
you good for melee?
last thing you said, yeah, good for melee. You said light shield on platform when Peach is under Falco. Light
Mhm.
shield. Good in general versus pressure. If you're not confident, you can get a counter. Okay, cool. Yeah. So my biggest question, because I do this a lot, just out of force of habit, approaching Peach on the platform.
Uh huh.
Don't do it. Is there any way to do it? I tend to get punished a lot. I mean, obviously, because down smash, it covers the whole thing. But
Yeah.
is there a safer way to do this?
Yeah. Let's load up melee.
I know that's a big thing too that I fall for. Like I end up getting messed up on bad because
Uh-huh.
I just hope for it how you told me today. One thing I will tell you though, the other day when you told me about the micro macro thing and hitting second, that just today, because I took the break, I didn't play on Saturday or Sunday.
Uh-huh.
I started playing a little bit right now before we got on this call, and just off of that, I've noticed a big difference. Like I was going down on a game, I was down I think 3 stocks to 1, and I was able to bring it back based on that alone. Like okay, wait,
Hell yeah, great.
don't go forward, and it was against Marth, I believe, and that's kind of one of the harder matchup for me as well.
Yeah. Macro is super important in Marth.
Yeah, so that's what I was doing, and I was able to bring it back.
Sick. I'm glad.
So yeah, I mean, just off of that, you told me I was like, okay, this is working. Okay, okay,
Okay, so dealing with Peach down smash on platform. First, what frame do you think down smash comes out on?
without looking, let me see. Do it. Fucking frame 1.
It's frame 5. It's frame 5.
This just looks so quick.
It's so fast though. And then after it's over, she can shield a little bit later than you think she can. It like
Where's the last hit of it?
um
Can you pull up that what you just had up?
yeah. I love this website. So the last hit of it, all the hits look the same and are the same size.
4, 5. So it's 5 hits total,
I think so.
right?
But the last hit is on frame 22, and then she does a whole little extra pose and then stands back up. And then she's on frame
22 to 39 is vulnerable.
Yeah.
Okay.
So once she's done spinning, she has a little bit more lag than you think she does to punish her. But a really important piece of this puzzle is I'm going to show you. Look, this is her almost max shield. Peach's shield sucks at covering her feet. Like, you can just hit where her feet are right now, so she can down smash and then shield. Exactly. Yeah, you got it.
Okay.
So also your up air, during your up air, you won't get clipped on it on some stages. On some stages you might get clipped. But on Dreamland, you can just space up airs freely, and there's literally nothing Peach can do.
Does this work? I saw this. Does this work? Hold on.
I'm gonna go to Battlefield just because it's more normal.
That's fine. Hold on. Is this really actually true? I seen it. Hold on. So if I charge and you down smash.
Yes.
If I charge it down smash and you down smash, it doesn't hit.
Correct. Yeah. Go for it.
That's crazy.
Here, wait. Actually, real quick, let me show you something real funny.
I don't think I'd be able to call that out ever, but.
Okay, so come on the platform and charge down smash. Oh wait, no, it's something else. Here, I'll do this one.
Okay.
But do the down smash charge.
Which one?
Down smash. It goes over Samus's down smash to it, and then do it again. It beats Samus's D tilt as well.
What the hell?
Yeah.
Like I said, I don't think I'll be able to ever call that out, really. But
no,
it's good to know, I guess.
It's pretty useless. If you were to read that hard, there's other stuff you can do instead.
Yeah.
But yeah. So Falco's down smash. Can you see my screen?
Yep. I'm watching.
Where it's blue, he's invincible. So Falco's whole down smash is invincible until the hitbox comes out. So we can just beat basically anything. It's a very good, very big. This is all disjoint right here.
Yeah.
So, and then in the charging frames, his legs are also invincible for some reason. I think Fox's aren't, but anyway. So yeah, try to up air Peach on this stage. You might be clippable.
Oh.
Because different stages have different heights of the side plats.
Yeah, that's scary.
Yeah. This is yeah.
That has to be like you have to be not perfect, but just a little more weary. I felt like I had way more time on
Yes.
On
Dreamland is much more forgiving.
Yeah, it was way more forgiving is what I meant to say, not more time.
So, try to aim for so you want to aim for the middle of her body, right under, and aim for right when it ends. But understand that you might be a little bit late, and just kind of be okay with whiffing it and being late instead. Yeah. It's not easy, but
yeah, no, I mean it's something to know because now I can actually go in and do that and threaten it. You know, it's not even about always hitting.
The
It's the fact that I can threaten that, and it's like, hey, you can't just do that for free. I have a threatening option. Well, it's not very threatening, but something to put damage.
yeah,
If you're high enough, it's gonna do.
it's enough to make the Peach have to make a new decision.
Yeah.
So the other thing you can do is if Peach is right where I'm standing and you're right here as Falco, if I down smash, you have enough time to dash right and full hop back air the whiffed frames afterwards. So
Okay,
so like
so right here.
yeah, like that. And like be okay with like whiffing it, but your goal is to try and hit it. Yeah.
Like
that was it.
kinda?
That was it. Yeah. And the reason you want to try to hit the like in lag of it is because if if you do get hit, it's just one hit instead of a million hits, and it also might still trade.
Ah,
It's hard.
yeah, the timing just was a little weird. That's a practice thing. I'll have to set that up like an Uncle Punch.
Yeah. These are really good Uncle Punch things. Other thing about down smash is that you run off stage.
Just run off.
Yeah. Just and then get hit with my down smash and crouch cancel the first hit and then try and shine.
Okay.
Yeah, you can just shine it at 0 like that.
Okay.
And like get a conversion, which isn't a super common moment, but
Yeah,
it can definitely come in handy.
Something I like. It's a tool to get out of it now.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of just getting hit or just DIing out, now I can reverse it basically.
Yep. All right, I'm going back to the match analysis from earlier.
Okay.
Okay. Do you know which aerials of yours are the safest in order? On shield?
On shield?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Okay. Nair is the safest, yes.
Back air, first hit up air.
No, it's so Nair is just the safest just because it does the least lag by far.
Uh-huh.
It only has 7 frames of landing lag. And then back air and down air. Back air has 10 frames and down air has 9 frames. But back air does another frame of shield stun than down air does because it does more damage. So, in general, the kind of like frequently least safe of them is going to be down air because it has a good chunk of lag and it does less stun than nair, and it's smaller horizontally, which means you have less like time mix-ups for it. So the reason I'm bringing this up is because you do a cross-up dare on my shield, and if this was a nair, I wouldn't have been so excited to like see you in disadvantage. And then this forward air, which I think you try to do like a jumping bear, if you did a cross-up nair right there, you would have had time to jump bear and actually like succeed, I think. If you're gonna hit a shield, go for nair more than dare. But
okay.
But I know that the dare is so juicy. I know that the dare feels good.
Yeah. I didn't even really know. I mean, I always knew Nair's good. I mean, Fox uses it like crazy, right?
Mm-hmm.
I always just thought, I guess in my own head, for my own reasons, I guess I always just thought Fox Nairs, Falco dares. You know, like that's
Yeah.
the thing. But okay, that's good. That's another good thing to know.
If you watch a lot of Mango Falco, whenever he'll use Nair more than you realize. Falco's Nair is really good, and it has the least lag of any of his aerials, and it can combo into all kinds of stuff or to set up really good situations. Dare is of course the juiciest combo move, so like if you're guaranteed going to get the hit, go for Dare. But if you're not sure, Nair is kind of the like safer bet. Except against versus crouch cancel.
So Nair sucks against crouch cancel. Well, I think a lot of things just suck against crouch cancel.
Yeah, Dare is just the answer against crouch cancel. It's just the best.
Okay. So if there's a crouch canceling puff or cheek in my way, then Dare.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because I could always cross it up and just be on the other side and get away.
Yeah. Wait, how did you die here? What happened? Okay, so you roll to the corner. Oh, okay. You did a jump, instant double jump into I'm not sure what.
Double jump. Just that was a panic. Yeah, and then I know. Oh yeah, I was mad 'cause I was trying to just get on platform. And I held down. I guess I just held down.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm not on the fob.
Got it.
I don't know. This controller feels nice too, but I don't know. That happened 2 times in this match, I think, where I fell through platform when I wasn't trying to. That was one of them. But yeah, the double jump thing, that was a whole panic. That was a panic and a half when I did that on the right side.
Here's an example of you position swapping to give me center. This cross-up pressure thing really benefited me right here.
Yeah, so I think right there what I was going for is if you rolled out, I was going to try to hit the laser and then run in and grab. I think that was the thought process there because, yeah, there's no reason for me to jump over you.
You are overcommitting to cover one option of the many options I can do.
Yeah.
The risk reward algebra doesn't line up.
The what?
The risk reward doesn't line up for it.
Okay.
The risk of being in the corner throwing out a laser when I could jump, I could have jump and aired, I could have bared you, I could have done anything but roll this way and have benefited. You threw the dice, and even if you got that laser, it wouldn't have been that amazing of a punish. But it gave me so many opportunities to get my thing going. I mean, so if you want to punish me rolling left, you can just hold center and react to the roll and nair or dare at where I roll after. So it's not like you're lacking an ability to punish my rolls.
Yeah.
I
think that was more or less the mentality of just going forward and really just trying to focus on getting you off stage. So I went forward for that. Try to read the roll, get the grab and forward throw. You know what I mean? Then you're also
got it.
I think that's kind of what that feels like right there, if anything, because
that sounds like you forcing the issue.
Yeah, and being just a bad decision.
Yeah,
overall.
That's okay. I've been there. I've made many bad decisions in Melee.
No, it's good. I've never really done game reviews, so calling out all this stuff is really good.
Game review is fun. I love game review. Look, this is the backer I want you to do if I down smash. This is the one I was bringing up earlier.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say?
I know. I guess I just don't really know how to review.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's why I don't do it. I'll kind of watch them, but not really understand, or maybe kind of understand, but not the way we're talking about it right now.
Sure. Yeah, the main idea.
It definitely feels better than just watching it on my own. You know what I mean?
Yeah. The main idea of VOD review is to look at a situation and consider what else could have happened and what would have imagine what decisions your opponents could have made to have it work more or less well for you, and what decisions you could have made to make it more or less well for you. It's just just a cycle of hypothesis and conclusion over and over again. It's kind of like shadowboxing. It's very shadowboxing like.
Yeah. I should probably be typing in these notes too for myself, huh?
Well, I'm recording all this, so it'll just go on my YouTube too.
Okay.
But yeah, I'll write down shadowboxing stuff. Alright, VOD review. It's about discussing the possibility of what could have happened at any given moment for both yourself and your opponent. Good players can get good off of VOD reviewing versus players worse than themselves by intentionally imagining and accounting for what their opponent could have done to counterplay them. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Definitely.
Yeah, PPMD, he was in kind of a shit region, but he just got really good off of doing this. He just did this in his little North Carolina cave or whatever and became a top 5 player, which is insane.
Yeah, that is actually nuts. I don't think I could do that off of just that alone. I'd have to.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, like the experience of going to these tournaments. So I started going to these tournaments in February, right?
Yeah.
So I'm fairly new to the tournament. I've been playing for a while, right? But just the tournament thing, I was always too nervous and shy to go. Just felt like embarrass myself or be bad or
Mm-hmm.
be an old man there. So like I always like tend to down myself in situations. So I didn't go for the longest, and then finally one day I said, "Hey, I'm going," and I just never looked back, and I've been doing pretty well.
Great. Yeah, I'm glad.
Not great, but just doing better than what I could have imagined, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, and then honestly, and then also while doing this, I've been noticing my improvement, my level ups through each time that I go.
Yeah, it's fun.
Which, yeah.
It's a pretty addictive feeling. This is why I've been to like 300 tournaments in my time.
Oh wow.
Which is more than like most good players go to. I just had a lot of Monday Night Melees. It was just a very consistent event.
You had a lot of Monday night. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
oh yeah, there, up top.
Yep.
I got what you're saying. That was the fall through platform, right? Or
Mm-hmm.
finished off.
Okay.
So here you're kind of. What I was thinking here, you were kind of punishing me, or I didn't know what to do. There's pressure there, through that, and then I just tried to like do something to get away.
Yeah.
Just moved out. Like I made the decision, like, hey, I need to get the hell away. I got you at 98, and I got to get this stock before you do any more damage. That's what I was thinking there.
Okay.
I know that for sure. Like I remember specifically thinking, like, hey, get out of here.
Okay.
To attack,
So something I want to discuss is what other escape routes could there have been? So you have your full hop dare. Actually, no. I'm gonna write this just as full hop because the full hop is what got you out. You kind of shouldn't have dared. There was no reason to. There's no way I could have even made it up there. So full hop is one of them. What else could you have done?
I think roll left. I think rolling right would have been bad. That just would have put me in a worse position because I'm more toward the corner. So I think roll left.
I think either roll could have been fine, honestly. But yeah, I think that your logic of why you'd want to roll left makes sense.
Okay, so, what else? Shine out a shield.
I think that's too risky. I think that's too hard.
Down smashed right after. I'm still in hit lag from the turn up or shield stun, right? I don't know. I'm not too good with terminologies here, but I'm still in stun on my shield.
Mm-hmm.
So you have more time to get the down smash out than I have to get the shine out of shield out.
So the main one I was wondering if you'd bring up on your own is light shield.
Oh.
Light shielding is the way to escape this kind of pressure. Do you know about how light shield pushes you away further?
Yes, I know. Is that why this would work on the escape route here?
So light shield is amazing specifically versus Peach because her down smash really likes hitting your feetsies, and light shield covers your feet, and she thrives on her like multi-hit pressure. And also, once she commits to a down smash, she's in kind of a lot of lag. So light shielding is just kind of the way. If you can get a light shield out on a down smash, Peach's day is kind of ruined.
It's gonna put light shield. You're gonna hit like 5 times. 3 or 2 of those hits are gonna push me away.
Yeah.
Right, and then you come back with a punish, like just dash back and dare from the top or something. Not dare maybe, but
yeah, you can do a back air at a shield to punish my unlag or something like that.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so if you want to start punishing Peaches for this instead of like just escape routing, then like a light shield right here would have pushed you right here, and you could have like down aired me after.
Or could I have waited and maybe forward smashed?
Yeah, well, either way, my like up close pressure would have been over. There's a lot of things you can do after that point. I'm not sure what all would be guaranteed after 1 or 2 hits of down smash on a light shield, but jumping is a pretty risky maneuver in that scenario because I could have nared this. If I time my down smash a little bit better, I might have been able to down smash it. Jumping, I think, is just a much riskier option than light shielding. It worked out, but I want you to incorporate light shield into your play more to escape situations that might not be beneficial to you.
Okay, light shield.
Yeah.
Put that in bold. Let's put that in bold.
Yeah, I got you.
Like that needs to be okay. Light shield.
So
yeah, I don't think I ever light shield like that.
I think the reason you don't light shield is because every time you see combat happening, your brain goes to how can you counter hit this? Not just counter play it, not just reset, but counter hit. Which is why I think you did a full hop down air instead of just a full hop. You didn't want just to reset, you wanted to punish me for my decision.
Yeah.
But I think that impulse can get you in trouble, like a lot of the time in Smash.
Oh yeah, I think you're telling me something I don't know about myself. Yeah, that feels right. Like that feels like something the way I want to be. Like just get back and not outplay, or what you say? How I want to punish, not how I want to punish, and not. What's the word you just used? I guess was it outplay?
Resetting.
Well, there's something else, but same thing.
Yeah.
Counterplay.
Counter hit versus resetting to neutral. You really like counter hits.
Yeah. Yeah. Light shield would have got me out. Okay. And there, I was just banking on hoping like you just came forward.
Mm-hmm.
Literally, that's all that was. I was like, please just try to hit me with
Yep.
so I can just do this.
Okay. So did you know that late Nair at 0 combos into Shine and late Dare at 0 does not?
Did not know that.
Yeah. Nair at like before 5%, Nair is just better than Dare in every single way.
So for the opening, I want to be trying to move in with Nair.
Yeah, if you Naired right here, you could have Shined after, but instead I got my shield out.
Okay.
And that's just because Dare has 2 more frames of landing lag than Nair, and Nair also sends it a Sakurai angle, which does some nerd shit happens, and Nair is just better at 0. It like sends you away instead of up, so it puts me in the like knockback state that like Fox Shine puts someone in, whereas a Dare puts you in a different state. So then Nair combos.
Honestly, just Nairing and early neutral is just way better.
Yeah.
It's just there's no way around that. Basically, what you're telling me is Nairing and early neutral is the way to go.
Yep.
Or like later on, yeah, whenever you get like a pop them up, then Dare maybe.
Yeah.
But even then, you still gotta be cautious because daring on your shield, how you said, it's less safe than the Nair on the shield.
Yeah, it is laggier. So you just go for 3 Dares in a row that I think each one would have been better as Nairs.
Yeah, especially that last one.
So this one, if it was Nair, could have come with a Shine. This if it was a Nair, you would have been able to hit my shield earlier and fade back earlier, and you would have had less lag for me to counter hit you. And then this Dare, if it was a Nair, it would have hit me instead of just completely whiffing.
Yeah, that's it. Okay.
And then I think you end up fucking me up for the rest of this game.
Just moving. I was pressing a lot of stuff. I didn't know. I was like, just so nervous. I was just trying to like not let you play. If I let you do something, it's over for me.
That's
like that
that's how you gotta play it.
I don't want you to do anything. So let me just throw everything I have into this last like spot. Like try to get the game.
The last times you had upbeat here, you went high, and I was like, I'm gonna destroy him for going high. I'm so ready to drop down full hop Nair, but you actually mixed it up that time. And I was like, damn, he got it.
And I try to do the mixing up and stuff, but it's just
it's hard, but you got it. Also, remember how Peach is really vulnerable when she's cooling on platform. This is why Once I'm here, I'm like, oh, I'm stuck here. So I switched to light shield immediately. Otherwise, this upper would have hit me. And then I kind of had a chance to just get out. Yeah.
Okay. I need to, light shield, fucking game changer right there.
Yeah.
I need to do that.
And then right here, this light shield, I could have tried to like back air you or counter hit you, but I decided, because I was at higher percent, I wasn't sure what the frame advantage were. I just decided just to kind of reset and just kind of just like play out neutral a little bit here instead of just going for the instant counter hit. I think that's it.
Yeah.
All right, do you want to play again?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Sure. Let's do. How do you feel about Falco against the floaties? I mean, Falcon against floaties, like Peach or Puff.
I'm not going to answer that question. Well, okay, I can, but I think if you want to improve at Melee, you should focus on one character.
Yeah.
No one has ever made it to top 100 while dual maining. Every single person who's gotten really good at Melee has done it with one character, because this game is so hard and has such a specific series of like matchups and interactions and stuff you need to learn that people just don't get good if they split their attention between two characters. It's just too hard. I think Falco and Falcon are both very good against floaties. I think Falcon has it a little bit more intuitive as to what to do. I think for Falco, you have to play it in a kind of complicated way that he might not want to. But I think in terms of like matchup advantage, Falco is just fine. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Sorry, one second. My daughter's back. Sorry.
Is it time for piggyback number 2?
Oh, where's what? That B? You need to go to the potty right now? Okay. Let's go. Hurry. Okay, again, I apologize.
No worries. Family comes before Melee. I understand.
Okay, so we're just playing right now, right?
Yeah.
about the. I'm thinking too much about the light shield,
Yeah, no worries.
and it's like. I can't light shield. I wanted a jab, but I didn't get it out in time.
Ooh.
All right, yeah. Okay, so thinking about the things I'm trying to do, so naring and
Mhm.
light shield kind of threw me completely off.
Yeah, no, I could kind of tell.
Like,
let's try playing another game.
So the big like what I learned like the hard way a long time ago was like if you have to think about it, it's already too late.
Yeah.
So I'm finding myself doing that. Like I'm thinking about it, and I was just messing everything up.
Here, why don't you try light shielding a down smash just like see how it feels?
Wait, what? Oh,
Here, just like light shield the down smash.
I just
Yeah, see how far it pushes you away.
yeah. I didn't mean to double jump. Oh, and then you can kind of just that's too small already.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, can't this? Oh, there it goes. I can't do it. I can't do it with Z. It just feels weird.
Yeah, even with your shield, like once it's that low, you can just light shield and just accept the reset. All right, did you want to fight again, or did you? So the other thing we could do is we could analyze Ginger versus a Peach if you wanted.
Okay, yeah,
Do you want to do that instead?
yeah. Let's do that.
Okay, let's do that.
I feel like the first game, like breaking that down, was really good.
Okay, cool. Sounds good. I love analyzing top player sets. Okay. Can you see my stream?
Yep.
Okay. So this Ginger does these early dares on shield because he's trying to beat Peach doing nair out of shield or grab out of shield after the shine. And then Ginger guesses correctly.
So he comes in dares, shines.
And then does a rising dare because he correctly guesses that this is when Aura's going to grab. So every time you hit a good player's shield, there's a 50-50 of if the good player is going to try and punish an early aerial, or if you're going to try to punish after the shine or after the aerial. And Ginger correctly read that Aura was going to try and punish after the shine, so he goes for the instant dare instead there, which normally would be unsafe. If you like if Aura just kept shielding here, Aura could have nared after that down air. Does that make sense?
Yeah, because of the ending lag of dare and not safe on shield. Yeah, you had way more time to do the nair. I got it.
And then Ginger does another early dare, and then I think Aura honestly could have punished this one, but just misses it. But that's okay.
Then double shines.
This is the backer I was trying to get you to do earlier, and he does it this time before down smash comes out. The take center back air, and it happens at that time. Oh, actually, do you still have Melee open?
I can open it really quick.
Yeah. Let me show you a couple important concepts in game real quick that I had on my mind, but forgot to bring up. Let's go to Battlefield.
Okay.
It'll do random, and then we can choose after that. So Bobby Big Balls spams this versus floaties. So remember how before you were at the ledge and then you hopped up and you like rolled in? I want you just to like feel out what it's like to do a full hop side B to ledge from that same position. So like imagine I'm like pressuring you right here and you're all scared, and then yeah. Get that feeling a little bit in your muscle memory, and it'll make every floaty hate playing against you. It is so good.
I can cancel that. Am I doing it wrong?
You don't have to ledge cancel it for it to be good, because floaties, like,
They can't get up there.
they just can't get up there. Here, watch. I'm gonna try to read it.
What do you mean? Read what? How?
Yeah, just try to like do the thing, and then I.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
See, punish.
Peach's double jump is so slow that even if I hard read that you're gonna do that, I have to like be insanely ahead of time to make it to it.
But most of the time you're right here, trying to threaten.
Yeah.
And I'm here, so I just kind of get out.
Yes.
Get out of- okay.
So next time you feel the urge to roll in, know that you could have jumped and then side B to top plat instead, and they literally can't punish it. I'm gonna show that to you with Puff too.
That works on other stages too, right? Like Dreamland.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Puff's way too slow.
Yeah, Puff.
I gotta practice on actually landing on there.
Yeah, it's like kind of harder than it looks, but it changes the game against playing against floaties if you understand that they cannot reach this. They have to disrespect it. I'm gonna go back to analyzing because I
want that in the notes. Side B to top flat because that can escape floats. Alright, it doesn't work with like fast fallers, huh?
no, because they can just jump much faster.
Yeah, Falcon can get up there and up there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So watch the sequence. How Aura's in the corner, and Ginger is doing everything he can to keep Aura closer to the corner than himself. So he does this mix-up. He's moving around. Everything he's doing is just keeping himself in center. Ginger genuinely doesn't care about getting damage or killing right here. What he wants is to just be the person in center, which is why he messes up his tech skill a little bit and goes to like a weird jump thing right here. And instead of like fighting his way out of it, he just goes to top flat because top flat is his best friend versus floaties.
Best friend.
And then tries to fight his way into having center again, but he gets a little over aggressive with it. And for the first time, we see Aura get a punish out of the corner. But Ginger instead could have just like kept holding center for longer.
That's the biggest thing. Hold center. If you got center, that's where you want to be. And just hold that and try to pressure. No, let's tell Mommy. It's okay. Okay, come on. My bad. She has to potty, and sometimes she doesn't do it, and then she comes back and has to do it again.
Uh-huh.
Hold on. 1 second. I'm sorry.
No worries.
Come on. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. Okay. We're good.
Oh, and then here is Bobby or Ginger doing the Bobby hanging out on top plat side B thing.
But he does it so much better.
He does do it real well. He's so good at it.
Well, not better than but like better than I was doing. I mean,
That's okay. It is a new skill. All right, let's see how long Ginger can hold center this time. Oh, he lost it. Oh, he got it back. Okay. So,
it wasn't like anything intentional. He did.
Hmm?
What was that? Well, I said, how did he lose it? It wasn't anything intentional he did. I think it was just kind of like, what he like nared in place and Peach went to the right.
well,
Or what?
something I want to note first is that at the start of this interaction of like holding center, Aura is at 68%, and then throughout the process of holding center, he gets the kill. He goes from 68% in the corner to the kill. And the only reason they position swapped is because Aura gets a kind of like baller waveland out of the laser. Look, Aura gets hit by laser waveland. That is so good. Or is it hit by some? Oh, it's after the jab. But that wasn't like that strong because wavelanding isn't like super frame safe. So Ginger just gets a late nair on shield and then just continues the pressure anyway. And then gets a go.
So what you're saying too is just trying to hold the center is getting him all the percent that he needs for the actual kill.
Yeah, exactly.
Because obviously he wouldn't have killed right here at 68%.
Mm-hmm. And look, there's another light shield.
Just got him away.
And look, after the light shield, he has no intention of counter hitting. He's like, cool, we're now resetting neutral, and I get to set up my own pressure instead.
Okay.
Oh.
That's dead. Okay. Damn, this is a 4-stock.
Yeah, it's a 4-stock, and we're not seeing any like crazy combos. That's how this matchup is kind of supposed to be played. Falco doesn't get very many combos, but he can just control the stage and the pace of the game so well that they can look like this.
Oh, he faded back on that there.
Yeah,
On that.
yeah, and so I think that in the same spot, if you were trying to pressure right here, you would see Peach starting to do pressure, and you'd like want to counterattack, but Ginger's like, nah, I got stage. I want to just reset. Ginger is up 4 stocks to 1, and he's choosing to reset instead of counterattack. Because counterattacking just isn't very useful.
Yeah.
The risk reward just isn't there. He just wants to reset instead.
Look, it's the stock, but it's okay because you're still up 3.
3 to 1. He's doing amazing.
Peach is already almost at 80.
So right here, I want to show that the Peach gets a hit with back air, but she's scared of the counter hit, so she doesn't push her advantage or down punch. She just holds shield right there and then tries to get out of the way. Really good players are really, really careful about not overreaching. I think overreaching is one of the biggest issues that lower level players don't realize they have, where they just try too hard to get kill on every edge guard, to kill off every combo, but you can just reset and just let the game kind of play out a little more naturally.
Always just trying to push your, like, what you're trying to do. Right?
Mm-hmm. Do you play any traditional fighting games?
No, I don't.
Oh yeah,
I've always wanted to try it, but I can't. I don't know. I just don't think.
they're hard. They're hard.
I think I tried Street Fighter 5. I went to a Street Fighter 5 tournament one time, just because an old high school friend of mine, was hosting it. So I showed up and just got mocked.
Ooh! Oh my God! Do you see that down here?
What do you do? Oh, please.
He's just punishing the in lag on the up air that Aura did just to kind of reposition. Yeah, Aura ends up in the cornered at 5% and dies. That's what happens. Aura just can't get out of the corner against Falco. This is Falco's strength in the matchup.
Just keeping. Okay. Keep center. Not all the way center, but just keep the center of the stage to your back, and try to keep Peach to the edge. Just stalling on it.
Yeah.
Figure out what to do next.
It worked.
Ooh. That was a really. I thought he was gonna get hit if he did that angle. I was like, go up, go up. That was mentality right there. Again, I think that's why I don't do it. That's kind of scary.
It is scary.
Trying to go trying to go for the edge, and just getting fared by Peach. That's it. It's a done deal.
Melee is a horror game for sure. There's a lot of scary stuff that can just happen. I like playing in a style where I feel like my opponent feels like I'm going to jump scare them with an attack.
You already know my style. I just want to get in there.
You wanna get your hits in.
No, this is definitely helpful, and I'm sure I'll get there. Just being more conscious of it. You know?
Mm-hmm.
I was today. You know, I kind of just like said, "Hey, hold on, don't throw the first hit."
Yeah, no, I felt like you already taken like Thursday's advice, and it was like different to play against you this time. It was fun.
Thank you.
Oh, Ginger's so good. Oh my God. Okay, was there any last things you wanted to try and cover? Did you want to play again? What are you thinking for the last like 10 minutes?
What else to cover? What other questions do I have about Peach? What bothers me?
Or we could talk more about the philosophy of dual maining, if you want to understand that better.
Yeah, because I didn't really think much of it. I just thought I needed to have somebody for backup if I ever felt in a bad spot. So, yeah.
So Melee at its core is a fast-paced puzzle game. Melee is a puzzle game. Every character is a different kind of puzzle. No one has learned the depths of two kinds of puzzles in Melee at once. And to like complete the puzzle with one character, like Plup kind of completed the puzzle with Samus. He became the best Samus in the world. And then once you've like fully put together the puzzle with one character, you kind of understand the process of completing it with another character. And he did it with Sheik, and he did it again with Fox. And if you're running into a problem as Falco against like Peach or Puff or whatever else you might want to use Falcon with, if you can't solve that puzzle with Falco, you're going to run into you're going to run into a similar kind of problem with your secondary eventually too. So I'll see a lot of like lower mid-level players kind of constantly switch between characters because they think that what they switch to will solve the puzzle for them, and it just solves like a piece of it at a time, but they still hit the same wall they do anyway. So everyone who's gotten really good has gotten through the hardest parts of their characters and like continued on from there. So your job as an improving player, you should like look at the flaws in your play and in your character and like accept them and do what you can to work past them. And having a secondary just slows that process down a ton.
Yeah.
Does that make any sense?
No, yeah, that does. Because I mean, I remember at the beginning, I heard it, and like I stuck to one, and then I got bored for a while, like my first year, I believe, and I got bored, and that's when I picked up Falcon. I was like, I need to do something different because I'm getting bored, and I think that's how the Falcon came into play. And then I picked him up for like 6 months, and then I don't know, I swapped back, and I was like, okay, well now Falcon's my secondary, you know, and that was just my head, like what I was thinking. But
I think that
I kind of always knew that if I needed to get better, that I needed to stick with this character, even if I got bored. Like it's just kind of part of it. I
well,
always kind of understood that, but in like the same time, I was like, man, I want to do something else because I feel like this is too hard on some spots. But I mean, it makes sense what you're saying, that bringing in the other character isn't going to make it any easier, because now I gotta start piecing the puzzle together with this character, and I'm wasting time, losing time with the other character, and then not to mention you lose I guess skill with the other character, because I mean timing differences and shit. So yeah, it makes sense, and
you're really missing out on opportunities to learn if you try and play the dual main game. It also, like, if your goal, like, if your goal is to be like PR'd in Houston or in Texas or something, and you like treat improvement that seriously as a goal, then losing becomes a lot more interesting. And losing as Falco, like, if you lost as Falco to like Chicken, the like Samus, and you're like, oh fuck this matchup, this would be so much easier with Falcon, but then you like sat down and studied how Ginger picks apart Duck, and then stuck it out with Falco. During that time of learning how to beat Samus with Falco, you'll learn stuff about Falco at that time that'll help you versus like the foxes you also might struggle with too. And then losing becomes like a rewarding process of like finding new things to adapt to. Like once you get to a certain point of like the competitive spirit, losing is like its own kind of like exciting adventure of like, oh cool, these things I didn't realize what I was missing because I lost to X, Y, and Z. Instead of like I just lost and then that being the end of the story. The story is always more complicated and exciting if you lose, because you can find like specific things to improve at.
yeah, because now at this point, you got to do something else because you're losing.
Yep.
The winning, you won it, so it's just kind of like, okay, move on. Where's the next?
Yeah.
Opponent, I guess, right?
One of my favorite pieces of advice I ever got from was from Wobbles, and he told me that having a play style is just intentionally limiting yourself to what you're allowed to do. So with you having a like aggressive play style, that's you kind of like limiting yourself, or if you like limit yourself to like playing two characters at once, then you're just like limiting what all you could do as a player. And Melee as a game that's like is pretty good at opening up people's potential of what they like didn't realize they could do, either through tech skill or from decision making. Like before Thursday, you didn't realize you could like control the pace of the game intentionally, and then you got to feel that power. It's like, oh shit, this is like a new thing that I didn't know I could do. And then you can do that again with just like solo maining and learning what you could do with Falco that you didn't think you could do.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Any last thoughts or questions?
No. I'm probably eventually gonna have more thoughts, like more questions about other matchups, and probably do this again, but
Okay, sure.
later date. But no, other than that, I think we've covered a good amount.
Cool.
Or today, and I feel like this should help. I just got to implement it. Obviously,
Yeah.
you can give me a copy of this, right?
Yeah. I'm gonna put all this on YouTube too. All right, so I'll wrap it there, and thank you for doing the thing.
I got you.